The damage is still being assessed after a tropical wave developed unexpectedly on the weekend to bring Category 1 hurricane-force winds to the state of Grenada. Unanticipated, social revelers were caught in the midst of the storm, while the hurricane-force winds left those at home trying to determine what was happening. Some homeowners suffered losses as some roofs were damaged in part and at least one completely. Other property owners reported damage, amongst them the Grenada National Stadium. Roads in some communities were impassable as a result of downed trees. Hundreds were left without electricity as utility wires were down as well, and water supply was impacted in some areas. Forecaster Fimbar Frank explained the events which unfolded, indicating that rapid cloud development to the immediate east of Grenada, in association with a tropical wave, led to what was termed the freak weather system.
A bit strange as to how fast everything blew up, but we know that in the tropics here, it does not take a lot for us to see that kind of cloud growth, and not every time the models that we use will be able to give us a really good guide as to what is likely to happen. So at the Met office, we say this was a case where we really learned our lesson.
With people questioning a lack of notification from the National Disaster Management Agency about this weather system, Frank explained.
What we saw was that outflow at the top of the atmosphere, and that played a role in lifting some of the moisture up and out, thus giving rise to supercells, massive clouds that blew up just to the east of the islands, like I said, and then move over the island. At the airport, there was a gust of 60 knots. There was also a gust of 70 knots. Now you're talking about 80.5 miles per hour. That is strong. That is, you're talking now at a Category 1 force there.
Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell, in an interview with the Government Information Service, said the initial surveys of this exceptional weather event reinforce how vitally important it is that we strengthen our climate resilience mechanisms. His statement reads in part, "Our hearts go out to everyone who has suffered losses as a result of this adverse weather. Our emergency teams have been in contact with several of our most affected persons, and we have provided tarpaulins and other necessary items for short-term protection from the elements. We are grateful to the neighbors and friends who are pitching in and sacrificing to help those in need right now. This is the true spirit of who we are as a people," end of quote. Prime Minister Mitchell encouraged all citizens to remain vigilant and to stay tuned to official channels of information. Public Relations Officer at NADMA, Oslin Crosby, told GBN Today that NADMA is continuing to conduct an assessment of the impact of the tropical wave and will provide an update on completion. Cherry and Blackman's